Okay, this is starting to feel like Donda again because Kanye just released a new song. We got some news from the Saudi Arabia listening sessions. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see who's on the song, what is on the song, and what this means for the actual album and when it is coming out. So let's jump straight into this.
If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description.
So we had an announcement from 92.3 FM, the radio station, that they would have a world premiere from a new Kanye West song tonight on Real Radio, 7 p.m., whatever. So they announced this and people were going crazy because this would mean that all of the sessions that Kanye and Dolla have had in Saudi Arabia for their new record, Ye Dolla that we've been talking about for such a long time actually came to fruition, actually produced something that would have some sort of meaning for this new album. Because as you might know, they relocated to Saudi Arabia, as I went over in the last video, because they were trying to focus on making the rest of the album there, or at least that's what we're thinking. We had a lot of pictures. We had Kanye at this new venue of him creating this little village that they were then recording at. We also got some pictures of him actually setting up a studio there. By the way, excuse it just being a voiceover right now, but this just came out and I'm on the road, so I needed to record this for y'all real quick. Just a little disclaimer why you don't have video today, but for all the new viewers, usually it's me in front of the camera, so make sure you subscribe to get the usual quality content. But this just needed to get out to y'all because we just got this like 2 hours ago, which was pretty cool. So let's actually talk about the song. This song that they then premiered, and here's the funny part, they actually then deleted this announcement again, and people were going nuts because obviously why would they delete it again if they just announced that they were going to premiere a new Kanye song? But it actually then ended up happening. So it got announced, it got deleted, then it did end up happening. Apparently, it was like an hour later than it was originally supposed to come out, like that 7 p.m. But it's whatever. We got a new Kanye song. So this new song, Ye and Dolla is called Vultures. Now, this is a song that we've also gotten a lot of previews for over the past day because we had these clips of Kanye, playing a song in the desert in this little village of the images that I showed y'all, because people were there kind of spying on them, which is kind of weird. But we had this one line, "How can I be anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch." Maybe you've heard those, snippets on Twitter or on YouTube, wherever. This is actually the song that they are from. Now, this song is 4.5 minutes in length, so quite a lengthier song, even though it's not like completely long. The production kind of reminds me of a mix between Donda and Yeezus, so it's kind of like this little bit experimental, but at the same time still, clear but very majestic sound that we had from Donda, which I really like. I think that combination is the one that I was looking for this new album. That is like this. It seems like this is a sound that could become influential in like 10 years time, kind of what we had happening with Yeezus, because people are only now talking about how influential that record really was 10 years ago. But anyway, let's keep with the song Vultures. We have some questionable bars on there. As I said, we had Kanye with "How can I be anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch." We also had something like "Just like Columbine, we came with the trenches." It's a lot of Kanye stuff on there again, but it's nothing too crazy, even though those two are crazy because it's Kanye. But for the standards that he's set in the past, this isn't too bad when it just comes to the bars. And I need to listen to this a couple of more times, obviously, to get a full grasp. But we also had 2 features on there, which is cool. 3 if you count Dolla who, by the way, delivered an amazing last half of this track. I was really happy with that. But we also had Bump J come in, that I think he was the first person on the track and he bodied that. And after that came Lil Durk, which I was really surprised by, but I was really happy by because he definitely delivered a great verse on there. And I'm happy that Durk got that kind of platform. And then after that came the Ye verse. Apparently this isn't finished, at least that's the info that we have right now from people that were there listening to the actual radio show, or people who got some inside info. So at least Kanye's part apparently is not finished. Maybe that's also why they were playing it still at the compound that they were recording this at. So it seems like there's still some work to be done on at least Kanye's part. Also, this obviously has some implications for the album's release because them playing a song, actually, wanting to preview something, wanting to put something out is definitely a good sign when it comes to the release date of this thing. In the last video that you might have seen, if you're a frequent watcher, which you should be, so make sure you subscribe, I talked about how this thing might not even be dropping in 2023, that I was thinking that this was going to be 2024, and I laid down my reasons for that because they still had some logistical issues to do with the release party, with the listening event, the multi-stadium listening event that they promised they would give us, kind of like Donda, and that there would need to be a lot of work done to even set that up, to get the arenas, to post tickets up for sale so that people could buy them in time. So, I said that this wasn't even going to be this year. But then I said, if they don't start doing the listening parties in the next 2 weeks, but maybe this song being released, or not released, but being put out there, is a good sign that a listening party is right around the corner. As I said, it's still a long way to go because we need the announcement, we need the tickets, we need the actual arena or venue it's taking place. So it's not like this is a clear sign, oh my God, Kanye is finally dropping and the album is imminent. Whatever anybody that tells you that or anybody that puts that in the headline, that is just false, because it's usually a Kanye dropout consists of it being delayed many times, like we've already had it happen this time. It also consists of many leaks being put out there by himself, maybe him previewing unfinished music. That is always a big part of a Kanye rollout, the unfinished previews. If it was T-Lop, if it was, most especially Donda or Donda 2 with the listening parties, that we had more and more finished versions of the songs each week. This is kind of the situation we're in. Maybe we're going to hear another version of Vultures a week from now at a stadium listening party. It's always a really funny or interesting situation that you're in as a Kanye fan when it comes to trying to predict when he's going to do something, when he's going to drop something. I'm just going to leave it at, we got a new song. That is a very good sign. That means that at least they're also working on the album in Saudi Arabia. That is probably the not so good sign, because that means that they're still working on it. So that means that they're not finished. But all in all, this is a good sign. Maybe we're going to get an announcement. As I said, I'll keep you all updated. And I think also hearing the mix of the people on there and how Bum J and Lil Durk fit into this kind of vibe that Kanye and Dolla have previewed with this song, but also with maybe New Body that we've gotten snippets for, is something that I can really, wrap my head around, and something that I'm really excited for. So let me know all your thoughts about this new track, Vultures, we got. Was this what you expected from this new album? When do you think he's going to start doing the listening parties? And most importantly, when do you think he's going to be dropping the album? All your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.